Alright, it's time to end this once and for all. Or at least to end Harkon. Still have the whole world-eating dragon thing to deal with, you know. One thing at a time. Dragonborn can only do so much, you know. See, the rest of our vampire hunters have already showed up. Waiting for us. Go do this.
We're done with this when none of them are left standing. Let's go.
Pretty decent fight on our hands on the way inside. They're not going to give up the castle lightly, right? Now, if Harkon was any kind of man about himself, which we know he's not. I mean, when you give your wife and your daughter over to be raped right in front of you, well, you know, that kind of says all that needs to be said about you, but if he was any kind of leader or whatever, he would come out here and fight alongside his people rather than let them just die in front of him. He must not care about the whole vampire plight too much to let it go down like this, but here we go. In fact, he's probably hiding some inner sanctum, hoping his lackeys can take care of us before we get there. It's alright. I'm going to go ahead and save a little bit of this whoop-ass for him when we get there. Tell you what, this gargoyle is, well, aggravated, to say the least. He's locked on to me, too. That's a bastard. Get off me. Chasing me around. They hit hard, man. The sentinels, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared of these sentinels. I'm scared of fireballs, too. Okay, well, enough of that. So hopefully after all this is said and done, there will be some kind of newfound respect for Serana. At least by Isran and stuff. If Isran and the rest of the vampire hunters want to turn on her after all this is over, well, they're all going to die. That's just the way it is. I'll stand by her before I stand by pretty much anyone. But hopefully there can be some kind of respect there, considering the sacrifices she's making here. She's not just fighting her own kind, she's fighting her own family. Now, true enough, her dad's given her plenty of reason, but, I mean, I think she still respects family for what it is, and she's probably the only... In fact, she's really the only one. Her mom's blinded and confused and backwards in her thinking. Her priorities are completely screwed up. Her dad's completely off his rocker. And so, you know, for her to understand family and still keep something of a level head and to do the right thing for the sake of it being the right thing, well, I mean, honestly, she's better than most people. If you think about it. Go figure, you know. Isran might actually be able to learn a little bit from that. He's got this really cool spell going. I know there's a name for it. I believe it's one that you can get. It's like a ward, but I think it's a ward that's especially effective against undead. Not just werewolves, but like, probably like Draugr and ghosts and whatever, you know. Zombies and stuff, but anyway. That's pretty cool. It looks cool anyway. Alright, well, I guess that's what we're gonna go do. I don't really think we have any choice. We started this, might as well finish it. And they're already getting down in here. We got snipers on the balconies. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, soften that up a little bit. We have a couple up in here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, that almost caught me dead in my face. Oh, wow. Oh, he's worse than a friggin' hag raven, isn't he? She. It. Whatever. Okay, well, I got something for you right here. I'll just sit back here and practice my archery a little bit on your face. Wow, no shortage of mana with that one. Tell you what, probably a good opportunity just to keep a summons up, right? Try to remember to do that when I can, as often as I can. Okay, I think he's done with those fireballs now. That's right. Gotta thank David for the tip of putting up a frost summons against a fire mage and vice versa. Put up a fire summons against a frost mage. I don't know that it matters with one shooting lightning. Probably either one would work. As long as you... Probably anything but a Storm Atronach. Of course, that tells me that maybe a Storm Atronach could possibly convince a fire or frost mage to maybe go melee. Wonder if it works like that. I don't know. But I know if you use the opposite element, it makes them put their spells up and go to pull out their melee weapon. This is like every friggin' vampire in the house, isn't it? I still don't even have my good set of armor on. I mean, I have all my pieces but the main chest piece. I was gonna wait till I got my light armor to 100, and I think now it's 92, 93, something like that. What I'm going to do is, as soon as we leave here, we're going to go grab the rest of the elf blood that we need. Go see if we can find that. Shouldn't take too long. And go turn in the Augma Infinium thing and go ahead and get the book. And I guess I'll train in, well, I guess it's the thief skills, right? Light armor, I think one-handed is also a thief skill. Light armor, one-handed archery. Thief has a lot of combat stuff. I believe Warrior is two-handed blacksmithing, maybe? Seems like blacksmithing, two-handed, heavy armor, blocking. Let me think. So it's a good question. Which one's maybe one-handed too. I'm not sure. It's not so important. It's going up fast enough. I'm not really worried about that. Really, honestly, light armor is the only one I'm worried about. But I wouldn't mind the extra points in archery, too. It's kind of lagging behind. My one-handed, you saw it. It's almost at 90 now, and I think my archery's still only like 71 or 72, something like that. Anyway. 70? Whatever. All right, let me go ahead and recharge my stuff. I'm going to actually use Ariel's bow, because I want to use the holy arrows real quick. Just for a minute, just to say I did. I know, we're sticking with our base. Honestly, I do better with my base weapons, to tell you the truth. I just want to use it just...
Serana, my darling.
Just for fun.
I see you still favor keeping a pet.
You know why we're here.
Of course I do. You disappoint me, Serana. You've taken everything I provided for you and thrown it all away for this pathetic being.
Provided for me? Are you insane? You've destroyed our family. You've killed other vampires, all over some prophecy that we barely understand. No more. I'm done with you. You will not touch her.
So, I see this dragon has fangs. Your voice drips with the venom of your mother's influence. How alike you've become.
No. Because unlike her, I'm not afraid of you. Not anymore.
And you. It appears I have you to thank for turning my daughter against me.
You're welcome.
I knew it was only a matter of time before she'd return with hatred in her heart.
You knew that because you're a douchebag.
A small price to pay for the betterment of our kind. Yes, always the noble vampire hunter. And what happens when you've slain me? Is Valerica next? Is Serana?
Nope, you're the only douchebag here.
Then my daughter is truly lost. She died the moment she accepted a mortal into her life. Yes, quite. I'm growing weary of speaking to you and my traitorous daughter. I'll give you a single chance to turn over the bow to me.
Nope, but I got
be a second.
I got a boot for you though. Here, turn around.
Very well then. You leave me no choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this boot in the same place that Molech Ball put his when he turned you into a vampire. I know how, Valerica and Serana got turned into vampires. Well, I guess we know how you got turned into a vampire too, don't we? Mister found it hard to sit down with your new vampire powers for a while, huh? Huh? Maybe there was a little bit of that. Maybe it made you kind of bitter. Put you on a power trip. So sad. Alright, so anyway, we got this cool-ass bow. Check out these arrows, man. These arrows are, like, really badass. Huh? Totally digging that, especially when they go off. Okay, this dude needs to just stand still so I can shoot him in the face. What? Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Like I said, we could end this fight a lot quicker with my gear, but this is just too cool looking. I only have, I think, like a dozen of these arrows, so might as well use them while I got them. Go ahead and soften him up again one more time. Boom! Boom! No, that is pretty cool. It's really not doing much to him, though. Not really. Oh, okay. Coward. Okay, I got summons too. How about that? Boom! So cool, man. I remember this bow actually being a little stronger than that, but doesn't matter. Looks cool. I guess he's invincible while he's in that thing? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Boom! This and Dawnbreaker would be a great set to run around with. Maybe Spellbreaker from... Oh, wow. Oh, I could have done that a while ago, huh? Probably knocked him out of that. Oh, well. Doesn't matter. Maybe Spellbreaker, you know, the Periite shield you get from Periite's quest or something? Something like that, and then, or the Targe of the Blooded. That's kind of a cool shield, too, because when you bash, it causes bleeding. It's not a real, necessarily effective shield, but it's cool. And then have Dawnbreaker, and then, have Ariel's bow, too. And just be, you could kind of roleplay as a, oh, what do they call it? The Vigilance of Stendarr. You could kind of roleplay a Vigilant of Stendarr with the ultimate anti-undead, anti-Daedra, demon-slaying gear, you know, type of thing. Anyway, I don't know. It'd be a cool idea. Boom. Man, that looks cool, man. Or because of Ariel's bow, you'll be dead. If I can hit you with it. Doesn't look like I can hit you anymore. Okay, really? Okay, alright, that's just embarrassing. I'm through with that. That's so bad. Epic fail. Wow, epic fail. Miss point blank. Okay, well, we'll just forget that happened. No witnesses, man. Just forget that happened. All right, let me go ahead and pull out my gear. We're gonna go ahead and end this real quick. Boom. He's supposed to be dead. Is he gonna die one of those Chinese kung fu movie deaths where it takes him like a full minute of flopping around and freaking out to die? I guess so. Kicked his ass so bad that he didn't even know his ass was kicked yet. That's awesome. There you go. Yo, Harkon. Now you look better than your mom on a good day. Ah, sorry, just kidding. I know, that's wrong. Wow, he had some good stuff. Got a sword, too. I would totally be using that if I wasn't stuck to iron weapons. I'd be using that and
Now that's done.
my blades, katana.
I'm not sure. I'll probably stay with the Dawn Guard for as long as they'll let me. They're respectable fighters, and I think they see the benefits of having a vampire on their side now. Of course, if you've got any more adventures planned.
That's what I want to hear.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Well, good thing we agree.
Are you sure that's something you want? This isn't like picking out a new outfit. You'll be a creature of the night, like me. Alright then. Hold still.
Got to get the cool glowing eyes thing back. Which is what I was after in the first place.
So, it's over. He's dead. And the prophecy dies with him. I suppose this is difficult for you.
I think my father really died a long time ago. This was just the end of something else. I did what needed to be done. Nothing more.
I think you did more than that. You have my thanks.
Wow. That's a pretty respectable dude right there. If you think about that on a couple different levels, he just humbled himself, manned up. I think what he meant by that was that Serana did more than just sacrifice her family for what's right. But, I mean, she really represented his cause better than he did, essentially, if you think about it. Doing the right thing for the right reason. And then on top of that, perhaps, you know, maybe he understands that that's something he might not have been able to do had he been in her shoes. And so I think he respects her for that and is able to admit that. And that's totally respectable, you know? Anyway, I like Isran. Not the biggest fan of the whole Dawn Guard thing, I guess. You know, I kind of like the whole vampire flair, the creepy castle and all that. I think it's very cool. But I'll tell you what, siding with the vampires required letting Harkon turn my character into a vampire. And that just feels dirty. That's like him making me rub lotion on my skin, you know, like from Silence of the Lambs. Creepy, wrong. So not cool. Not cool at all. Wasn't going to let it go down like that. If I was going to be turned into a vampire, I was going to be either by some, you know, freak accident out there in the wilds while we're traveling from one place to the next, or let Serana do it, you know. And I actually got bit or scratched a couple times and went and cured myself because I wanted to save that for when we entered the Soul Cairn, which is what happened. And Serana was like, well, this is kind of, you know, intimate for a vampire, which was the whole idea. Well, if it's intimate for a vampire, I sure don't want Harkon's pervy lips all over me. You know, that's not cool. I'm not going to let him turn me into a vampire, no matter what character I'm playing, period. It's not going to happen. I'm going to pull out my pepper spray. Anyway, so, kind of glad it went down like this, even if it does kind of sacrifice using this as a home. I believe if you side with the vampires and once Harkon's dealt with, Serana treats this as her home. And I think she also makes you, like, leave for a day or two. She's like, get out of my face, I need to think about this, and then you come back, and she's buds. She's thought about it, and y'all can be cool. Well, in this case, she decides that the Dawn Guard is the right thing, so she'll use Fort Dawn Guard as her home, if you don't have her following with you, which is, of course, what I'm going to do. But, and as it is, she could stay there, I could tell her to wait, and I could probably go on and use that other follower that I was looking at, the one that looks kind of like Mjol without the face paint. I forget what her name was. Anyway, it looked like a Nord woman there, and she looked really cool. Kind of a pretty character and stuff, so that would be an interesting follower to bring around just to see if she has any personality. I'd be curious to see if a DLC NPC that follows you has maybe a little more personality than some of the vanilla ones. As it is, Uthgerd was my favorite as far as that went, because she was the coolest. She was like, you know, if you needed something, it's like, what do you need to take? She's just down with it. Always ready to fight, always got your back, you know. Always like that. And Serana's the same way. She has a lot more personality. Oh, look at this. Oh, I was thinking that was going to be the hardest elf blood to find, too, and he's just conveniently laying right there. I wonder if they were going to make him into another vampire or something, or use him for food or something. Anyway. Whatever. Alright, so I guess all we need is a high elf and a wood elf. I believe that's it. We have our orc, we have our falmer, and now we have our dark elf, so we only have two more. We don't need Nord and Breton, and I thought we did, but we don't. I guess that was just in Oblivion. Anyway, before we get out of here, I'm going to practice my lockpicking a little bit. Go ahead and get some free XP. And see if there's anything worth having. Although, I think since we were with Dawnguard, everything in here is going to be considered stolen. Like, literally everything. So we're either going to have to go launder it or fence it. The Thieves Guild. Or wind up stuck with it, you know, in our inventory. Not going to worry too much about it. We're actually getting pretty close to the end here. And for those of you that, oh, there's still so much to do. Well, yeah, you could say that forever with Skyrim. There's still so much to do type of thing. But definitely wanted to get this dealt with and then go deal with Alduin. And we could do side quests forever and stuff. But we're into Fallout 4 now, honestly. And I think we did a decent playthrough this. Grabbed a few Daedric artifacts, did some side stuff. Played the Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood stuff. Things that I really like to do when I play. They're kind of, you know, kind of a given that I'm going to do those things regardless. No matter what else I do, I'm going to do the Dark Brotherhood stuff and Thieves Guild stuff. I think they're the most interesting of the storylines, in my opinion. Then the main story, it's just kind of just get around to it whenever. There's no pressure. I mean, it's only the end of the world. No pressure. No big deal. Oh, you want to wait till the end of the game to even go to Whiterun for the first time? Okay, you do that. More power to you. I love that, man. Coolest thing about these games, just do what you want, where you want, when you want, how you want. Nice. Like, I don't remember exactly how this plays out when you side with the vampires, though. Like, it seems like some of the vampires wind up left behind. I mean, I guess we wind up fighting against the Dawnguard to an extent. I don't really remember. But it seems like if some of the vampires are left once Harkon's dealt with, then I guess you have vampire merchant. I don't know. It seems like the better way to go. But like I say, maybe there's a way just to be a vampire first. And then when you meet Harkon, I wonder if the dialogue's different. If you're already a vampire when you meet Harkon, he probably still cusses you out for being part of the Dawnguard. But then, I don't know, I guess you can't really be part of the Dawnguard as a vampire. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to play that out to keep the vampires friendly without letting Harkon get his nasty lips on you. Don't know if there's a way to do that. Probably. Anyway, very, very cool haunted castle. Of course, it has the ominous ambient background music noise stuff going on too, right? To make it all very cool. So creepy. Cool. Smithing area. All the amenities at home. Blacksmithing stuff and enchanting table in the other room. Got everything you need here. Coffins to sleep in. I mean, no self-respecting vampire is going to go without a coffin to sleep in, right? I would have thought there would have been at least, I don't know, a skill book somewhere. I guess not. Armored trolls. I guess we can get out of here. You know, before we do anything else, I'm thinking we can go across the pond here and go deal with these high elves who have the Greymane kid being held prisoner, torturing him, gonna murder him eventually, because that's what they do. We're also gonna find something about who the real races here in Skyrim are. Not the citizens of Skyrim that just don't want outsiders around, period, regardless of your race. Unless you're fighting for the cause. They didn't mind letting my character into the Stormcloaks, and my character's a Breton. My character could have been an Argonian or a Khajiit or a Dark Elf or anybody. They wouldn't have been quote-unquote racist about it. Y'all use that word way too much. You want to see racist? We're fixing to see the Nazis of the Elder Scrolls here. That's the definition of racism. What the Thalmor are, period, is the definition of racism. And so we're gonna go show racists how to deal with racists, actually. Alright, we'll do that on the next one. Alright, thanks for watching. For now, if you want to subscribe, click that button up top. If you want to catch the rest of this Let's Play up to this point, click that image right there in the middle. Alright, think to look at my channel for other playlists of other games you might want to see. Alright, y'all take care, appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.